this edition of Road Warrior. I'm your host, Grant Robertson, and today we try out the all-new 2013 Dodge Dart. Now, I'm not a huge history buff, but before you look at the new 2013 Dart, you have to look at its history. It debuted back in 1960 and actually went all the way through 1976, selling more than 4.3 million units. It had a fairly long wheelbase and it really couldn't be considered compact. At 118 inches, it was fairly long and even had a wagon model. It had a four-door sedan, a coupe, and convertible. Now back then, of course, it had an inline six and a V8, which is stereotypical of the times. Had a lot of horsepower. It was kind of a muscle car era like vehicle. The Dart has a lot of following. If you look at all the internet sites, you'll find people left and right showing off their cars, their histories, and the things they know about it. Now, as for me, I know very little about that time, but I know about the Dodge Dart we tested this week. It's not what it used to be. Coming from a new technological standpoint, this Dart rivals anything in its class right now. Looking at the 2013 Dodge Dart, it's hard to draw comparisons from the previous models. Back in the 60s, they had headlamps that protruded in the front and a very vertical-like grille. Now in the 2013 model, you'll see a sleek front end, more aerodynamic and more bug-friendly. Dart has been designed for smooth airflow around, above, and below the car without compromising style or engine cooling requirements. In addition, a lower radiator closeout panel is positioned below the front fascia. This not only contributes to Dart's lower front end appearance, but also reduces drag while still allowing for an 8-inch curb clearance.
My best girlfriend, she always got an ankle work 9 to 5 just to get a little jingle jangle in her pocket chain. Goes out at night looking for a man to take her home, and then
The 2013 Dart has no real comparisons to the horsepower of years gone by. The all-new Dart comes with two versions, a 2.0 liter inline 4-cylinder or the turbocharged 1.4 liter. The 2.0 liter is standard on all models. It comes with 160 horsepower and 148 foot-pounds of torque. Now if you go with the 1.4 liter turbo, it's going to equal the same amount of horsepower but give you just a little bit more torque at 184. So obviously you're looking for the Dart's past history of the inline 6s and V8s with a lot of rumble down under. You're not going to find that on the new iPhone-friendly Dart. It's going to be more of a high-pitched squeal, let's say. Of course, if you are looking for that extra spunk behind the wheel, there is, of course, the RT model. That comes standard with the 2.4 liter 16-valve inline 4-cylinder. Now that's going to crank out a little bit more horsepower at 184 and foot-pounds of torque at 171. That'll at least give you a little more boot, scoot, and boogie, but still does not rival the V8s in the 60s. The 3 engine choices also come with 3 transmission choices as well. There is a 6-speed manual, 6-speed automatic, or the 6-speed dual dry clutch transmission. Depending on engine choice and transmission, the average miles per gallon will be between 25 and 39 miles per gallon. On my test drive, I usually average between 28 to 32 miles per gallon. Now, unlike the old days where technology really didn't exist, and for 2013, that's what this car is all about. First thing you'll notice is when you walk up, key in your pocket, you simply hit the corresponding button here, the doors unlock, and you hop inside. Once inside the vehicle, you'll find all the excitement that Dodge has to offer. First thing, of course, is the simple press and start button, and the vehicle starts rolling on. Now, on the all-new 2013 Dodge Dart, you'll find the technology right at your fingertips. The Dodge came with the Uconnect, which basically puts everything on a huge screen right in front of you, allowing you to simply select what you want right at your fingertips, everything from navigation, climate controls, satellite radio, AM/FM radio, along with weather and traffic reports. Now, of course, the traffic reports were another cumbersome problem I found, as my area was not on the list. Of course, if you're in a populated Boston, Chicago, New York, those traffic reports are handy dandy. Another nice innovative feature on the Dart was the illuminated dash. There was a red kind of neon-like light that went around the entire dash assembly, and also there were some illuminated cup holders and illuminated door insets. As for storage, the Dart has plenty. The glove box easily conceals a stowed iPad. The The center console features auxiliary jacks to plug in a wide variety of electronic devices. You'll also find storage under the front passenger seat, under the cushion. Places to put your beverages were also plentiful. In the front there were 2 deep cup holders between the front 2 seats, along with some pockets in the front doors. In the back you'll find a center flip-down armrest that houses 2 more cup holders. If you look hard, there's also a pass-through little hatch that basically you can put long items right through the center of the seats while still allowing passengers to sit comfortably. As for legroom in the Dart, you'll find plenty. In the front, it actually has 42.2 inches of legroom with only a 5-inch difference in the back. This basically meant that any size individual found plenty of comfort. Now I'm in the back seat of the Dart and I'm a typical man. I've got things to haul and I've got a sedan, so what am I supposed to do? Well, that's easy in the Dart. You simply pull this lever here and the seat folds flat. Bam, everything can hop in. As for cargo room, you'd think on this short, compact looking vehicle there wouldn't be a lot to offer. As always, press the little corresponding button here, the trunk opens, and you got a nice cavernous like trunk area to hop inside. Last but not least, of course, is safety, and the Dart had plenty of options to keep you safe. One of the most notable features I found was the available blind spot monitoring. Basically, you look at your side mirrors, and if you see a little orange signal, that basically means there's someone beside you and to look out. To assist with backing up, the tested model came with the Park View Rear Backups camera. This basically turned the Uconnect screen into a nice video monitoring system. Simply put in reverse, watch the monitor and your blind spots, and back into your space or area. Now this does it for this edition of Road Warrior. I'd like to thank you for watching, and as always, keep both hands on the wheels and look straight ahead.